Hey guys, come on downstairs. It's Cal State Fullerton Titans Dynasty. We are in week number 4. It's a bye week for us. And we are looking at some of the national highlights from around the week that we had off. First off, games involving top 25 teams. 25th ranked Washington State beats San Diego 51-10. Washington State improves to 3-1. 24th ranked Texas falls to Kansas State 38-24. Longhorns fall to 2-2. Wildcats improve to 3-1. And now we head out to Bloomington, Indiana, where the 22nd ranked Missouri Tigers take on the Indiana Hoosiers. Kelly Bryant on the option pitches it at the last second to Roundtree, and Roundtree's pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. On second down and goal, Kelly Bryant keeps it himself. He's swung into the end zone for the touchdown. Mizzou up 7-0. Here comes Kelly Bryant now, under pressure, throwing out to the left side. Pass is picked off by Andre Brown of Indiana, and Andre Brown is going to return it down to the 16-yard line, where Indiana has the ball. They would settle for a field goal attempt. The kick is good. It's 7-3 Missouri now. Indiana has the ball at the Missouri 2-yard line, where Michael Penix scores on a 2-yard touchdown run to give the Hoosiers a 10-7 lead just before the end of the first quarter. Deep into the second quarter now, Tyler Beatty with a 7-yard bowling ball run up the middle puts the Tigers back on top 14-10. And Mizzou goes on to win 24-10. They stay undefeated and improve to 3-0. 21st ranked Mississippi State 41, Troy 21. Bulldogs also undefeated. Let's head out to Palo Alto. 18th ranked Stanford facing Arizona State, an early Pac-12 matchup. ASU quarterback Jaden Daniels goes over the middle to Brandon Ayuk. 28-yard reception. 4th down and 8. ASU would be forced to attempt a field goal. Kick is good. Arizona State up 6-0 midway through quarter number 1. Into the second quarter we go. Jaden Daniels again going over the middle to Brandon Ayuk again for a 23-yard reception, and Arizona State's knocking on the door again. Jaden Daniels hands it to the right side to Isaiah Floyd. 5-yard touchdown run. ASU up 13-0. Jaden Daniels now deep in his own territory. From the end zone, pressure, he's going to go down. Gabe Floyd with the safety, and it's going to put 2 points on the board for the Cardinal. Stanford would get the ball back. KJ Costello going up top to the left side, and the catch is made by Simi Fehoko. 49-yard touchdown pass, and Stanford is right back in the game. 16-12 now, ASU with the lead. KJ Costello looking down the right side, threads a needle to Connor Weddington for 22 yards down to the 30, and then he gives it right side into the red zone and pushed out of bounds. Cameron Scarlett, a 21-yard rush. And now here's KJ Costello again, over the middle, touchdown Cardinal. They take the lead 19-16, and the fans on the farm are loving it. Middle of the fourth quarter, Jaden Daniels standing in the pocket, throwing over the middle of the field to a big old tight end. Enough for a first down for ASU, looking to take the lead with 4:27. Jaden Daniels over the middle again. This time it's Frank Darby with an 11-yard reception. Jaden Daniels from the shotgun on third down, a quick screen pass, and the blocking set up perfectly. Eno Benjamin goes in, and ASU takes the lead back 23-19. A minute 44 to go in the game. KJ Costello left side to Connor Weddington for 19 yards and into ASU territory. A minute 40 to go. KJ Costello again. Down the left side, inside the 10 to Connor Weddington again. 27 yards on this one. And on first down and goal, why not go back to Connor Weddington a third time? Touchdown Cardinal. They go on to win 26-23. Stanford undefeated at 3-0. Arizona State falls to 1-1. 17th ranked Penn State beats Kent State 33-14. Nittany Lions improved to 2-1. Nebraska Cornhuskers all over the Sycamores of Indiana State. Nebraska improves to 3-0 at number 15. Now let's head out to East Lansing, Michigan. 14th ranked Michigan State at 2-0, taking on Rutgers in a Big Ten matchup. Pitch to the right side to Connor Hayward, 24-yard touchdown run. Here come the Scarlet Knights. Quarterback steps up, hit as he throws, and it's picked off by a Michigan State linebacker. And he's going to take it in for 6. 14-0 Spartans. Here comes Brian Lewerke from the pocket. Over the middle to Matt Dotson for 19 yards. First quarter coming to a close. 7-step drop from Lewerke. He's going to pull it down and run on the right side. Lots of green grass. Makes one move and then fumbles the football into the end zone. It's recovered by a teammate. They call it a touchdown. It's 21-0. Sparty. Play action for Lewerke. Going up top on the right side. Catch is made and a horrible attempt at tackling on the sideline. And Cody White goes 61 yards on the reception. And Rutgers is not looking good, folks. Connor Hayward now on the screen pass, makes one move, and he is in for the touchdown. Michigan State up 28-0 after the PAT. Now up 31-0. Brian Lewerke wide open in a huge dead spot on the field. Jalen Naylor with the touchdown. Sparty rolls 41-17 over Rutgers. Michigan State remains undefeated at 3-0. Rutgers falls to 1-2. Down to Orlando, where 13th ranked UCF declared themselves 1989 national champions after a game against Penn State a week ago. Now they're taking on the Tulane Green Wave. Brandon Wimbush keeps it himself, goes in for 6, and an early Knights lead. It's 7-0 late in the first quarter. Here comes Tulane. Darius Bradwell, 15-yard rush. Tulane on the UCF side of the 50. Here comes the throw, left side. Catch is made by Will Wallace, not the great William Wallace, but Will Wallace, and we're down inside the 5 now, and Tulane's going to tie it up. Corey Dauphine with a 3-yard touchdown run, and Tulane has, they're among the all-uniform teams in my book. Brandon Wimbush keeps it himself down inside the red zone. He's going to keep it on the read option again, cut back to the middle of the field, and stagger his way into the end zone. UCF up 13-7. They miss the extra point, however, and on a subsequent drive, UCF has the ball back. Brandon Wimbush is going to score again, and UCF increases their lead now to 20-7. They do make the PAT on that touchdown. We've got some kicking issues here, especially when it's raining. I might have to deal with some sliders a little bit. Justin McMillan, a 10-yard run for the Tulane quarterback. And it is now 20-14 in favor of the Knights. Here's Brandon Wimbush wide open in the end zone is Trey Nixon from 18 yards out. It is 27-14, now 30-14 for UCF. And Wimbush dumps one off out of the backfield to Otis Anderson. 3rd down and 11 now from inside the red zone. Brandon Wimbush to Jake Hessock. And Wimbush will keep it again. He crosses the plane, touchdown, Knights, and UCF runs away with it 44-20. And UCF has no national championship to claim in their win over Tulane. Utah beats BYU 24-10 for like the umpteenth billionth time in a row. Michigan 31-6 over UConn. Michigan to 2-1, UConn to 1-1. Portland State falls to Washington 41-14. We don't track Portland State. What am I talking about? This is about number 10 Washington beating up on an FCS team. The Crimson Tide 30-14 over Colorado State. Can't really say they avenged their loss to Texas A&M with that one. Georgia 59-21 over the Mean Green. Georgia's 2-1, 1-0 in SEC play. Texas A&M escapes a close one against SMU 28-21. Aggies remain undefeated at 4-0. Let's head down to the Swamp, where we lost in week number 2 of the season, 38-10. Now Tennessee is there as the 23rd ranked team. And on a play action, Felipe Franks goes down the right sideline to Kyle Pitts, 70 yards for the touchdown. Florida up 7-0, now 7-3. Felipe Franks is going to keep it. And Franks will run it in from 10 yards out. Florida up 14-3 at the Swamp. Here come the balls now. Garantano. All day to throw, throws it over the middle, and it is caught by Marquez Callaway. That's actually out on the right side. I don't know why I say over the middle, just habit, I guess. Marquez Callaway down the right hash marks, has the balls at the 2-yard line. Here's Garantano, throws it underneath, and it is intercepted by Florida. And now here come the Gators. Felipe Franks going up top, drops one into the bucket. It's Tyree Cleveland, a diving catch into the end zone. And it's 21-3, now 28-3 Florida. And Tennessee might be tapping out here soon. 35-3. We're in the fourth quarter, now 38-3. Felipe Franks looking to pile on. He's got all day to throw. And he whips one over the right side to Tyree Cleveland. Man, Cleveland is a touchdown machine for the Florida Gators. Maybe a Heisman Trophy candidate. Stay tuned. And we've got a fumble picked up by Florida, and they score again. Garantano loses the football, and Tennessee gets absolutely annihilated, 52-3 in Gainesville. All right, let's go down to the Bayou, where we have Auburn taking on LSU. Auburn at number 20, LSU at number 4. Here come the Tigers. This is John Emery with the carry. Edwards Hilaire is out with an injury. He should be back later on in the season. And John Emery is trying to hold down the fort for the Bayou Bengals. Emery with a first down on 12-yard carry down inside the 30. Here's the give to Emery again. He's the workhorse. Look at the legs charging. I would say LSU has a good stable of running backs. This drive would culminate in a field goal, though, and an LSU 3-0 lead later on in the first quarter. LSU leading 3-0. Joe Burrow from the shotgun. John Emery to his left. Here's the give to Emery. And Emery goes straight up the left hash marks for a touchdown. And LSU increases their lead to 10-0. Later on in the second quarter, Joe Burrow again gives to John Emery again. And Emery fumbles the football. Maybe he needed a breather, because he has had a load in this game so far, at least in these highlights, from what it looks like. So here's Bo Nix, trailing 10-0. Chance to get Auburn back in the game. They go for it on 4th and 1, and Jatarvius Whitlow is stuffed. LSU's defense gets off the field. It is still 10-0. Now Bo Nix later finds a receiver down the right side who'd beaten the corner. And it's Seth Williams who goes in 60 yards for the touchdown. Auburn cuts the lead to 10-7. Auburn with a chance again. Bo Nix on the keeper. Stays on his feet after a spin and gets the first down, a 12-yard run by Bo Nix. Here's Nix again out of the shotgun. Keeps it on the read option, and he's going to get leveled. But he gets back to his feet, and what do you know? On 3rd down and goal, Bo Nix is going to run it in for 6. And the Auburn Tigers take the lead. Now they lead 17-10 late in the fourth quarter. Joe Burrow trying to orchestrate a come-from-behind win for LSU. Dropped off into the flat. It's 4th down and 5. Leonard Fournette with the catch on 4th down. They need to keep the drive alive, and Joe Burrow takes things into his own hands. Down to the 6-yard line, a 9-yard carry. 3rd down and goal now for LSU. Burrow going up top, and it is dropped. And that's going to bring up the play of the game here on 4th down and goal. Here comes LSU to the line. They're at the 2-yard line. Joe Burrow takes the snap. He's flushed out, and he's going to be buried by a whole bunch of white jerseys on 4th down. LSU, number 4, goes down 17-10. Auburn improves to 3-1. And the SEC looks like it might just cannibalize itself this season. Ohio State 31-7 all over the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Now let's head to South Bend for the game of the week. 2nd-ranked Oklahoma, 5th-ranked Notre Dame. Early in the first quarter, Jalen Hurts is going to cough up the football. It's recovered by Notre Dame, and we're going the other way. And this fella is going to rumble all the way for a touchdown. And that is how we get the scoring started. And you're going to want to stick around for all of this game, because there was a lot of scoring and a lot of craziness. 17-3 Notre Dame now. Jalen Hurts goes up top on the right side to, I believe it was CeeDee Lamb. 17-3 now. Jalen Hurts hands it straight up the middle to Trey Sermon. Touchdown Sooners. It's now 17-10, Notre Dame with the lead. Here's Ian Book and the Irish. at the start of the second half. Book goes up top to Michael Young for 25 yards, and Notre Dame is in the Oklahoma red zone. Ian Book again over the middle, touchdown to Chase Claypool from 12 yards out. The PAT is pending. It was good. They also tack on a later field goal, and it's 27-10. And do we have a Heisman Trophy moment here from Jalen Hurts? If he goes on to win the Heisman Trophy, we're going to look back to that run as his Heisman Trophy moment. Like Desmond Howard pulling the Heisman pose, that could have been Jalen Hurts' Heisman Trophy moment right there. 27-17. That would, of course, mean that Oklahoma would have to win this game, though. I might be getting ahead of myself on whether or not he's even eligible. If Oklahoma doesn't win this game, then that's all going to be moot, most likely. So Ian Book goes in. It is now 34-17 late in the third quarter. Now 37-17, a 20-point lead early in the fourth. Trey Sermon from 3 yards out makes it 37-24. Oklahoma gets the ball back with 6:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Jalen Hurts is going to dump it off into the flat on a screen pass to Trey Sermon again. And Sermon goes 21 yards down the left sideline. Oklahoma's Jalen Hurts from the shotgun. Out to the right side, caught, touchdown, Jaden Hazelwood. From 15 yards out, Oklahoma gets the ball back and a chance to take the lead with 2:53. Hurts keeps it on the read option. 2nd down and 7 now. Hurts is going to pull it down and run. Hurts is going to bowl over some Notre Dame players at the goal line. Falls in for the touchdown. 1:18 to go. Here comes the Irish, trailing in this game by 1 for the first time in forever. Maybe the first time they trailed in the entire game. I can't remember. There's been a lot of points. Look at the catch by Michael Young. And that's going to set up a field goal with 21 seconds. It is a long field goal for Notre Dame, and it is going to sneak over the crossbar and give the Irish a 40-38 lead with just 17 seconds to go. 8 seconds to go. Jalen Hurts from the shotgun. He's going to step up, throw it deep over the middle, and a diving catch is made by Jaden Hazelwood with 2 seconds. They get down and get a timeout, and then kick a game-winning field goal as time expires. Oklahoma, unbelievable comeback, 41-40 over Notre Dame. They improved to 4-0, and Jalen Hurts is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy talk, along with Trevor Lawrence, who leads his Clemson Tigers to a 35-7 win there. All right, that's it for the top 25. Let's look at some other scores and highlights from around the country. Tulsa improves to 3-1 with a win over Navy, 35-28. Virginia Tech pounds Marshall, 56-3. 56-3. The Hokies improved to 3-1. Miami, 24-12 over South Carolina State. They improved to 3-1. North Carolina, 44-20 over the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Carolina is at 3-1, and now let's head up to West Point, New York. Mikey Stadium as Wake Forest takes on the Army Black Knights in a good game of two unranked teams. Army with the ball first. On the keeper, and the quarterback is going to go down the right side. Look at the tackles he's breaking. Kelvin Hopkins with a 39-yard rush later on in the drive. They give it to the fullback on the dive, and if you can't stop the dive in the triple option, you're in trouble. Connor Slomka in for 7 for the Black Knights, and now Army leading 10-0 before Wake Forest goes on this drive here in the late stages of the second quarter. Here's the pitch, right side to Kendall Hinton for 17 yards and a touchdown for the Demon Deacons. Here's the give up the middle now to Courtney McKinney, and Wake Forest has come back to take the lead 14-13 in the fourth quarter. Wake Forest now. First down and goal. Dumped off over the middle for the touchdown. Jamie Newman hooks up for 6. It's 21-13, and now Wake Forest is looking to add more. Jamie Newman, back corner of the end zone. Catch is made. And Wake Forest gets the win, 28-13. They improve to 4-0. Army falls to 2-1. Some other scores. Pacific, our opponent next week, gets the win 24-3. It's their first win of the season. First time they've even scored points. UCLA all over New Mexico State, 55-13. Finally, New Mexico State looking like New Mexico State. Texas Tech beats Texas State 31-0. We played the Bobcats later in the season. And our upcoming opponent later on, after Pacific, Duke, beats Pittsburgh 28-20. Utah State over Old Dominion 52-17. Aggies improved to 3-1. They are 1-0 in the Mountain West. And we head out to Champaign, Illinois. This is Minnesota at 2-1, Illinois at 1-1. Fighting Illini with the football here midway through the first quarter. Dominic Stampley, 15-yard reception, would set up a field goal. Gophers already leading 3-0. And this kick would split the uprights and tie the score at 3. Here comes Minnesota on a fake punt at the Illinois 40-yard line. Maybe a bad decision and maybe a turning point in this football game. Here comes Illinois. They go up top right after the fake. And Josh, I'm a Torbay. What? I don't know how to say that name. Anyway, Illinois goes up, and now they go up by some more. 19-3, now 20-3 after the PAT. Illinois on top of Minnesota. Golden Gophers trying to make a comeback late in the second quarter. Up top to Rashad Bateman, 31-yard touchdown, and that cuts the lead to 10. We're going to go into the second half now. Illinois with the football deep in Minnesota territory. They fumble the football, and it's recovered by Minnesota, and maybe the comeback is on. And maybe it's not. Illinois with the football again on 3rd down and 14 up top, and it's picked off by Minnesota, but their offense needs to do something with these turnovers. Brandon Peters, first interception of the day for Illinois. And here come the Gophers. Read option. And Tanner Morgan keeps it and picks up the first down. Another 4th down play for the Gophers. Tanner Morgan steps up, throwing over the middle. The catch is made by the big old tight end, Jake Paulson, for the touchdown, and that cuts into the Illinois lead. It's now 20-17 with 1:46 to go, and Minnesota knocking on the door. Tanner Morgan loses a yard. It brings up 4th down and ball game. They don't get it. We go to overtime after a field goal. It's 20-20. And here is a throw that is picked off by Minnesota, and now the Gophers can win it with points. Tanner Morgan dumps it off into the flat. Just hold on to the football if you're Minnesota. Gets them a few yards, and that sets up a 35-yard field goal for the win. And Minnesota comes from behind to beat Illinois 23-20. Gophers improve to 3-1. Fighting Illini fall to 1-2. Houston 41-0 over Rice as they have moved to 3-0. They are also 1-0 in the American. Florida State improves to 3-0 with a drubbing of Louisville 24-3. And now let's head out to our last highlights of this episode. Fresno, California. Bulldogs hosting the Boise State Broncos, who are 2-1. Jorge Reyna hands it off to the left side to Ronnie Rivers, who runs it in for 1. Fresno State jumps out to a 7-0 lead with 3:06 to go in the first half. Later on in the first half, Fresno has the ball back. Jorge Reyna, look at the pass break up by the Boise State defender, making it 4th down and goal. Fresno would tack on a field goal, but that diving breakup would save points. Fresno State leading 10-0. Here comes Boise State early in the third. Completion down the right side by Hank Bachmeier to John Bates for 28 yards down to the 10-yard line. Here's the give straight up the middle. And look at the legs keep churning from Robert Mahone. A 10-yard rush to the goal line where it is 1st down and goal. And now Bachmeier will run in himself to cut the lead to 10-7. For Fresno State, Boise State with the ball back again later in the third quarter on a 4th down and 9. Bachmeier throwing left side. A diving catch is made by Octavius Evans. And if your team has ever played Boise State, those diving catches don't surprise anybody. Achillian Butler, 9-yard touchdown reception, and the Broncos take the lead late in the third quarter. Early in the fourth now, Reyna with the pitch to the right side on 3rd down and 3. Ronnie Rivers is buried by a whole bunch of Broncos. On a 4th down and 6, the Dogs choose to go for it. And that screen pass was blown up. Boise State with the turnover on downs. They get the ball back. and they get 3 points out of it, making it 17-10 with 1:26 to go on second down and 10. Jorge Reyna over the middle of the field, and the pass is picked off by Boise State, and that would seal the game. The Broncos go into Fresno and get the win 17-10. They improve to 3-1. They are 2-0 in the Mountain West. Fresno State falls to 1-2, and that was their first loss in Mountain West play. Oregon State beats San Diego State 28-6. Beavers are 3-1. Aztecs fall to 1-2. Arizona over UTSA 40-7. Arizona 3-0. UTSA 1-3. And the last graphic we'll look at here, West Virginia improves to 3-1 with a 34-24 win over the Maryland Terrapins. All right, that's it for episode number 12. It's our national highlights in week 4. It's our bye week. Up next, we take on the Pacific Tigers. It's Cal State Fullerton Titans Dynasty on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.